Hello, Sagittarius Dreamers, and welcome back to the Mystic Hawk YouTube channel. And yes, I do have crystals for sale now in honor of the transition into the North Node in Taurus, which is all things of value, especially things physical. And these are from the Mother Earth herself. And when I go to dig crystals, I do ask that I be given healing crystals for light workers and healers, for me as well, special crystals for me. They may or may not always be perfect, okay? They don't have to be perfect to be very, very powerful healing crystals. But the ones I have up right now, I have specially selected for their healing abilities or their special attributes that could really help you out in your practice or just with yourself. So go check them out. Nothing else. They're very beautiful. It was quite a test in my photography skills to really bring these crystals out so that you can see them well. And of course, I do have readings available. You can see my other YouTube channel or my TikTok channels. Everything is at themystichawk.com. And Sagittarius, so how is this going to be affecting you, or Sagittarius rising in particular? So if you're not a Sag rising, go check out your rising sign, the video for your rising sign for the North Node Shifting Gears series. So it's going to be hitting you up now as Taurus has moved into your North Node, and North Node has moved into Taurus, moved into your 6th house of health and wellness, daily routines, schedules, list, pets too. Everything Virgo. It's all about discrimination, and what I've been hearing is the devil's in the details, baby. And that's where Uranus and Taurus come in, and all of those little surprises. So make sure to really check the details over the next 18 months, especially when you're dealing with any kind of professional, but in particular doctors, lawyers, even your plumber. Just really look at those details and make sure that everybody is doing their job right, especially when it comes to your health, because your health is your wealth. And again, Taurus is all about what is valuable. Your health is the most valuable thing that you have, your most valuable asset of all. So, very important. And again, having that daily routine, that's very valuable to you. That will help to get you out of your head so much. We were all so much in our heads. We're coming out of that North Node in Gemini. Had everybody thinking this and going in 10 different directions at once and not knowing where to aim that arrow, right? Do I aim it here, there, where? All that Gemini energy, here, there, and everywhere. Squirrel, that kind of thing. Of course, that hits you in your 7th house, the relationship. North Node's a destiny, of course. For the last 18 months, it's been your destiny to focus on the other and relationships, not just the love relationships, but how you relate to everyone. Now, the South Node, that's what we're releasing. That's that old karma, the old cycles that we're releasing, and that is moving into Scorpio, hitting you in your 12th house. A lot of shadow work, shadow stuff, but also all of this stuff in your subconscious, all of those old beliefs about who you thought you were, because you were leaving the 1st house. Remember, South Node was in Sagittarius. It stopped the whole world. Really screwed up the long distance travel, right? Or being able to travel for a long time. Or if you did travel long distance, you might have got stuck for a while, right? So basically, and this also hit you in how you saw yourself, your ego, your identity. Who am I in this world? And you come to find out maybe you weren't exactly who you thought you were, who you always told yourself were, who you strongly believed that you were, because you saw other things in the reflection of the other. And then now that's pushing you down in that South Node to release some of these old beliefs and shadow issues. Of course, that's in Scorpio. That's death, taxes, and sex, baby. The deep, raw truth of the situation. So, really, that will be coming up. So, warning, shadow work. And even if you have been doing your shadow work, that's great. There's going to be some there's going to be some opportunities to continue to do that, but so long as you focus on that north node. And for the dreamers, if you're creating your own reality, that's what I mean by dreamers, people that live in their dream. Don't get caught up in other people's dreams or illusions, or the grand illusion being projected upon the world right now. If you want to be able to navigate within that, here is my quantum field card. Let's say these are all your future selves, right? And you want to stay on the top tier. That's where the north node is. Pick one of those future selves to communicate with, to guide you into that future. If you pick one of these down here at the lower node, you're going to get caught up in that old cycle, get caught up in that subconscious stuff, that 12th house stuff that you've been dealing with. Also, I'm hearing for some of you Sagittarius is, we're talking about the spirit realm, the unseen realm, the ancestors, spirit guides. They're wonderful, but we have to use this discernment of the Virgo to know who we really need to be talking to and not. Again, I hear working with your spirit guides to use discernment when other information is coming through. Make sure you're talking to the right spirits, in other words, okay? Because there are some out there that don't always have your best interests, especially if you're attracting them through whatever unresolved shadow issues that you have in your belief system. So just a little warning there. Now I've picked 2 medicine cards for the nodes, one for North Node, one for South Node, and 2 ancestor speak cards for the nodes, North and South, respectively. So we start out with the mouse card. Again, the mouse card, and I do shuffle these just like I normally do, just like you see me shuffle the tarot cards. I just like to sit and meditate on these, see what kind of downloads the ancestors give me. And in this South Node situation, let me make sure my microphone is on. That's happened twice to me. Oh, good. All right. So you can hear me. I've had all kind of technical issues. It's like the 3rd time I've done your video and everybody else's video. It's at least 2 or 3 takes. Mercury retrograde, so I'm doing my best, plugging along here. Anyway, and so again, the devil's in the details, right? The devil's, is the microphone on? Are all the cameras talking to the computer? That's what I've had to deal with. And when it comes to your health and wellness sector, again, when you're talking to the doctors, make sure that you get all the correct information. Make sure you're hearing them right, and make sure they're on the right page. They're human too. They make mistakes as well as anybody else does. So just make sure that you use discernment in that area. This is going to be like a new beginning, because it might be a new exercise routine. A new daily routine that you're involved in that brings you value, a new body, better health, just feeling like you're finally getting stuff done after all of that craziness and confusion and here, there, and everywhere that we had to deal with the Gemini and the North Node. So it's a great relief to all of us in general. And keep in mind, it may not be the easiest. The North Node is not the easy way out. The easy way out is the South Node. So this is going to take work. Roll up the sleeves, get to work. Even if it's not physical work or exercise, it's definitely, you're going to have to work on organizing things and getting the schedule better in order. So now moving on to the South Node, we have the links here. That's all about secrets. Funny thing, South Node just went into Scorpio, hitting your 12th house. Well, your secrets about yourself are really going to be coming to the surface. And guess what? They're not all bad secrets, Sag. You might find out something that perhaps you learned from the other in the last transit. In your relationships with other people, you perhaps through the projections and the mirrors have learned something about yourself that you didn't know, and those are treasures. So secrets can be, where did we hide our treasure, not just all our shit that we just trying to scoop up under the rug. When you're sweeping stuff under the rug, you have little pieces like, oh, I need that Lego, I need that hairpin, or whatever the things we take out of the trash while we're sweeping the floor. There might be some little gems in there as well. So we don't want to ignore the South Node. It has powerful lessons to teach us. And what the ancestors want to tell you about that is it's time to upskill. Okay, this is like Plato back in Greece, and all the kids learning. These are probably more the upper class kids, but of course. But again, this is learning new skills and maybe feeling like you've been at a crossroads in a situation. With work, with career, what do I want to do with my life? Remember, Gemini was all over the place, and you really want to focus on doing through these new routines and exercise and everything that will help you to learn again maybe some things you didn't know about yourself, things you didn't know you enjoyed, just for the fact that you tried something new. Okay, so this is the beginning, just the education. You're educating yourself about yourself is what I'm hearing. Okay, and here we go with Ancestor Speaks. The North Node is talking about enjoying new beginnings. So in enjoying new beginnings in your health and your routine, and wellness and all that area. So let's see what the tarot cards have to say for this transition for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, particularly the rising signs. So this is the vice versa tarot deck. I like it because I get a lot more information out of just one little series of cards. Let's see, are we going to be cutting or are you going to jump out at me? So I'll let them do it however they want to. My readings aren't as organized. I used to do the Celtic Cross, but after doing that for about 30 years, I got really tired of it. And I pretty much can put out about 10 or 12 cards and get the gist of the thing. And I really like how it flows in this way now. We all are doing something new. So here's something fell out. We have the Magician card, which is the back side of the Magician. And look at that flower that's growing behind him. So some of the seeds that you planted when you were being the magician in the house, perhaps with other people, whatever, they're actually starting to manifest. So some of your goals are manifesting. You are the magician. You are the dreamer and the creator of this world. So that is a really excellent card to see. You feel a lot more empowered. I feel that this new routine will help to ground you. So, and magic or energy, however, the energy of creation needs to be grounded and focused in order to manifest. That's too many. Okay, so the next card we have is the Six of Cups, but it's the back side of the Six of Cups. Well, we have Daddy looking out at the balcony going, where did those kids go and what are they really up to? I don't like this. It's after dark. It's time to come home. So you may have been waiting on a situation. 6, that's again the 6th house. So that correlates. I'm hearing that correlating to the North Node and Taurus, kind of waiting to start something, waiting to start this new routine. Now is time to go for it. We got the 3 of Cups again. That again is the relationships, the other people. Perhaps you were involved in groups of people, not just like just one relationship, but relationship again with everybody. And perhaps this through knowing some of these people that led you into thinking about doing new things with your health and wellness and your routines and everything. So, they all kind of spill into each other. Let's get the rest of the story, please, people. Again, I feel like in the course of the health and routine, that's where you're going to be meeting a lot of new people that are going to be helpful for you in the future. Perhaps could even lead to a better work situation. I can see that you're really tired. There's a 9 of Wands. After the South Node and Sagittarius went through your first house of the self, you feel a little beat up, right? Got that head wound. That's that ego wound. So feeling a little ragged there after a long fight, after a long battle, but it's over. We do have the backside of the Queen of Swords. Look, she's got crystals. I happen to be a Queen of Swords myself, and I have crystals available. I couldn't help it. But yes, that would be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It's a feminine side of it, but of course, all air signs are pretty masculine to begin with. You could see you can't really tell if she's the king or the queen there. The difference from the king in this deck is he's standing up and grounding out lightning. So, you know, she has this crystal knowledge and being able to get clarity, because that's what quartz represents, is helping to get mental clarity on something. So after this long battle that you've had, you're a lot clearer on things about yourself that will help you to understand what path to take, whatever crossroads that you're at that you need an upskill. It could be at a crossroads with your health, and you really have to learn and study and research that. Remember to research that and not be afraid to check the people that are considered professionals, you know. Just make sure to keep receipts. Keep your receipts, people. All right, we have the backside of the High Priestess right under the Magician, coming up with the Knight of Swords, another Aries, Leo, and what am I doing? No. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, the other L word, right? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, very fast-moving, masculine energy, ready to get on with it, ready to make a move on it. We got some messages coming about a rebirth. That's that South Node of Scorpio. It's death and rebirth as well. So from that subconscious, a rebirth of new self, a new idea, a new sense of self. After your ego got the crap beat out of it, okay, well, I'm going to do it, you know, maybe make some adjustments in a different way. Looking at traveling, looking at doing things in a different way. This is also communication messages coming through. If you're dealing with some young person, it could be a child. That would be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The backside of the High Priestess, I'm going to go back to her. That is being let in. She, you know, once you're behind the throne, you're in the temple. You have been admitted to the temple. That is that subconscious mind. You know, that is your temple. That's where all your hidden knowledge is. So that's where you're going to also be over the next 18 months. So a lot of information coming up. You have your own keys. You have everything you need in that subconscious. And she knows it. All of the information, everything you ever seen, done, or experienced in this lifetime and every other lifetime. That's the Akashic Records there. So she has the keys to those. So you're going and finding out, perhaps taking that logical mind of this Knight of Swords and going into that subconscious mind. You've got the dark here, and even in the Six of Cups, the nighttime in the Six of Cups. So going and exploring that side of you so you can really find the best way to have this new beginning and the best possible health. Again, that's where you're going to be having your highest value. That's where your destiny is. That's how you dream up your way around all these situations that are going to be trying to trap us all up. And I know, Sag, y'all don't like to be trapped up in any kind of way. So if you want to get out of the trap, this is how you fly out like a phoenix. You can't walk through it. You can't swim through it. You can't, you know, the only way is to fly over it in the form of phoenix. Okay, we have Michael here. There's your card, Sagittarius, the card of temperance and balance. So balance is required in all situations. You don't want to go overboard with the exercise routine. Keep it all balanced. There's going to be a balance between being out in the world and taking care of your health, but also realizing that those health issues started out energetically, and that would be in the mental and the emotional realms, and that, of course, is all in the subconscious. So balancing between those two realms so that you can come to the truth of the situation. Boy, Scorpio is going to help you. Inspector Death himself, Scorpio is going to help you find the truth out there, Scorpio. For Sagittarius. Okay, there's another one. We have the Two of Cups. It did come out a little bit reversed, but again, I like to read this particular deck upright. So the Two of Cups. If you did get in a relationship, it may have stuck around, or it may have been a short-term kind of situation, a learning experience as you were going through the North Node. But that connection with that person, whether you're still with them or if it was just for a short term, taught you so much about yourself and the direction that you would like to go in. It really set you on a new path, is what I'm hearing for Sagittarius. And how that's going to unfold is how is what you're going to see in this next year and a half. We got the Moon card reversed. Good. Things are getting a little clearer. I want to take that as the Moon card, of course. Again, that's all that subconscious energy, where your magic lies. This is where your magic lies. Of course, you really have to question everything about Scorpio, you know, how you dealt with other people's money, or how other people dealt with your energy and money. There may be a lot of these issues that might have still came up in this other relationship, however improved. There's still going to be some stuff coming up from the subconscious. We have the Page of Cups here. That would be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Again, that I'm feeling inner child. When I see the Page of Cups, especially in these readings, I'm feeling inner child. So there could be some stuff connected to the inner child. When you, once upon a time, when we were all 5 years old, that's when we truly believed in magic. And we're big enough to actually play it out. You know, that's when all this pretend playtime, dress up, you know, all this, the imagination is the strongest, is about 5 years old. So we have the Eight of Wands. Once you've decided what you want, you're really going to be having a lot of communication. I see a lot of communication within groups of people. That is still spilling over from the Gemini North Node, but now it's going to be leading more into the daily routine. So these relationships with others are going to become part of more of your daily routine, and that could be, again, you know, you might be going to an exercise class, or some kind of project that you're working on, your job, whatever. There definitely has been a change up in that daily routine. We have the Page of Pentacles. So there's going to be some news, some fast moving news about information and money. That's going to help things. Again, Taurus in the North Node is going to help us to see more value in our life, and help you to see more value in yourself. With all you know, with that South Node in Sagittarius, your ego took a whooping, but as you got to the truth of the situation, you found out where what parts of yourself were really of high value, that perhaps you didn't value enough. The Page of Pentacles only has one pentacle. You want to move up to that King that has a whole bag full of coins, right? So it might be through these routines you find more value in yourself. Again, I just feel like it's being better organized, finding the value of being organized. All right, we're going to have two more cards. And what did I just say? The King and Queen. But I just said the King of Pentacles, and he's got a big bag of money. In this case, he has lots of fruits. Look at that melon he's keeping behind his throne. He's keeping that quiet. You know, that's maybe a project. Maybe you don't want, again with the links, it's talking about secrets and keeping things quiet. Some of the things that you're working on behind the scenes, especially with business projects, that could be tied up into your daily routine. Don't just share it with anybody. Keep some of the stuff undercover to yourself. We also have the Queen of Pentacles. That's North Node and Taurus all day long right there. You know, she likes to be comfortable. She's got a comfortable throne. She's in nature. She likes, you know, again, I also see her as the Empress, but, you know, surrounded by friends and family and all good things. You know, she doesn't go hungry. She doesn't go without any money in the bank. So all good things, all good things. Having that balanced masculine and feminine energy as well. Some of you could be getting married and settling down. This is energy of some really matured masculine and feminine energy ready to settle down. Now, that may not be what you particularly want to do, but I really feel like, what are we going to do for the long term? What's going to give me value for the long term? Whatever kind of job, whatever kind of routine I need to get into. What do I need to clear out through my subconscious so that I can have this reality that I value more? Really looking at all these old belief systems and how you saw yourself and how you always did things before. You know, we're out of that. We're, you know, that North Node and Taurus is going to be shook up with Uranus. Again, some surprises perhaps in the health area, but, you know, surprises in the routine. The routines may get periodically. Just consider, expect the unexpected as part of your routine. Okay? Expect the unexpected to be part of your daily routine. So you may think you know what you're going to do that day. But then Spirit decides it's going to tell you you're going to go a whole different way, or something happens and comes out of the blue, but it's very prosperous and advantageous for you to go along those lines. So you may not be able to keep a hard line with those routines. That's where you can really get yourself out of that north node and thrown back down to the south node of having all those karmic subconscious reactions when your day doesn't go the way you want it. So just expect to the unexpected, and that should help you over the next 18 months quite a bit. Just keep an open mind, and you're flexible. You're a mutable sign, and you can handle a lot better than, say, a Taurus who doesn't like surprises near as much. This is a time to be playful. Just have a good time. Like I said, go with the flow and be playful. It's also about recapture romance. Allow your inner youthful spirit to shine. Let that youthful spirit. You don't have to be the beat up warrior anymore. You take off that armor and maybe go back into that childlike spirit and have a good time. Have some it might be time to have heart-to-heart conversations with a close person, or with your new person that you perhaps have gained over the last time. This is time to get rid of those deceptions and masks. So people are still wearing masks. There's some deception. That's where this heart-to-heart conversations need to come in. But don't take it so heavy and so serious. Try to bring some kind of playfulness into it, because that will help people to take their mask down. If they feel threatened, they're going to shields up, right? So it's like, I'm not going to kill you if you tell me the truth, but I would respect you a whole lot more, right? Okay, so that's where that comes from. Let's see, a little quick overview. What we got going here, Sag? Yeah, it looks like there's just, again, a new beginning in that health and wellness, and feeling like you're finally being able to get something done of value, that you can move forward instead of the spinning of the wheels that we've been going through over the last 18 months. Hooray! All right. Thank you, Sag. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. I appreciate all of it, and until we meet again, sweet dreams, Sagittarius Dreamers.